Alright guys, so there's always like a few questions that I get a lot, and one of them is how I do my grid, my carousel breakdowns on Instagram, so we're going to go over that. But first, real quick, there's a bunch of stuff that I was going to sell, but it's probably easier if I just give it away because it's like stuff that I wouldn't get that much money for, so I'm just going to give it away. We're going to start off with the Tilta Mini Matte Box. This thing's pretty awesome. I have 4 rings for it. I just don't use it that much anymore. Usually I'm not the type to ask for people to like and subscribe and all that. I figured if someone likes my video, they'll just do it if like out of their need to. I don't know, I'm just coming up with this on the spot. For this, go ahead and comment, what should we have you comment? Heck yeah, bro. Comment that. Heck yeah, bro. So comment that and then go ahead and just go give me a follow on Instagram, and then I'll just check between the two and I'll just like a randomizer for the comment thing. And yeah, then I will send this out. Only if you are in the States, in the US. Let's get into the video. All right, guys. So this is what I do. I get a lot of questions on if I'm using an app. I do believe there are some apps out there, but you cannot do fun stuff like this where you start mixing in shots. The only way to do is Photoshop. I know this might look overwhelming at first, but I will show you an easy, simple way. This video right here is where I learned how to do this, but you can see if you scroll down in the description, there's actually a template that he offers. So I will go through and watch this because he breaks it down really well, but you can just download his template and use that from there. I believe it's free too. Also guys, real quick, I forgot to mention why you want to do carousels. First, it's just fun and brands love to see you being creative and seeing how you could kind of story tell. It's just, there's a lot more stuff you could do with your photos. Second, really good for your Instagram engagement. Basically how it works, how it was working, I think it still works this way. When someone's scrolling and they see your first photo and they don't like it, the next time they're on and they're scrolling again, the second or third photo might pop up again for them for that same post, and they might maybe like that one. It just really helps your engagement. There's definitely a difference when I post a carousel. I'm like almost doubling my numbers in engagement. So yeah, anyways, back to it. All I do is I just double click on that template. It's saved in my documents folder. So when you first open it up, it looks just like this. The kind of thing that I go right off the bat with is I do one long post like this, and then within the same frame, I try to include another photo so people know, oh, I need to swipe over because there's something else over here. Now, one of the coolest things about these carousels is you can upload these wide photos on here. And when people scroll, it's almost like they're getting this full screen experience on horizontal shots. We all know horizontal shots look like crap on Instagram because there's no way to really like view them in a full screen type of way like the vertical photos come out. Could just do this on a full screen mode like this, but when they do it and they scroll, it's really hard to really get the full picture in there. So usually how I do it is I will set the picture in there full screen like this, and then I will adjust the photo next to it so it would crop in right here. Usually this one's a little bit different. I would just downsize it from there just so there's some borders around it, and then we'll get into the background color here in a second. From there, I just start piecing in photos just to try to tell a story. Sometimes I will take, like, let's get this photo, let's just copy this, let's drag it over. So sometimes I will do this and I will make a full screen version so it fills out like 1 or 2 frames, and then I'll get my move tool so we could crop this. So I would just cut that. Then I'm just going to click Command T and I'm just going to downsize that. And so you'll see again, when you start scrolling, you kind of have this border on there and it just kind of gives you more info to the wider shot. But the cool thing is when you do in Photoshop, you start piecing this in. So beforehand, I went into Photoshop and I put these Polaroid borders around these shots, and then I just went in and I adjusted them in there. You can see we could grab this guy right here. We could like spin him if we want to. We could blow him up. You can see when we post it, all these shots are going to export as single photos, and you can start seeing how they blend together. There's so much you could do with this. There's so much creativity. Now let's just address the background. If I export it this like this right now, these little checker pieces would be in there. I just go to my background layer and double click on it. I go to color overlay and I pick what color I want to put on there. So usually I would just do white, and you see that's what that looks like. Sometimes I like to have fun and I do the yellow one just to add a little bit more kind of a branding look to it. Let me just show you guys how to export this. Again, that guy's video will show you how to do this. Export, let's do save for web. These are the settings I use. You want to put in JPEG, maximum quality, 100. I just do save. So from there, it will just save to an image folder. and you just send this to your phone. I just use AirDrop, send it from there, and then I upload them in order, and it's not scrolling in order, but you could see that's pretty much it. If you guys come up with anything badass, feel free to DM me on Instagram and show me what you came up with. And yeah, that's it. Peace.